Join me as I dive deep into the history of the environmental movement and challenge myself to uncover the key events that shaped it into what we know today. The environmental movement is one of the most critical societal shifts of our time, and understanding its evolution is crucial for tackling the complex challenges we face today. In this video, we'll embark on a journey to uncover the pivotal moments, events, and figures that have molded the environmental movement into what it is today. Climate change is arguably the most pressing issue of our time, with rising global temperatures threatening the very foundations of our existence. The past decade has seen unprecedented heat waves, devastating wildfires, and catastrophic storms, all of which are symptoms of a planet in peril. The environmental movement is not just a noble cause, it's an imperative for our survival. The consequences of climate change are far-reaching, from melting glaciers to dying coral reefs, and it's essential we understand the gravity of this crisis. The World Health Organization estimates that air pollution alone contributes to around 7 million premature deaths annually, making it a public health emergency. The environmental movement is not just about saving the planet. It's about saving ourselves. Pollution is another major environmental challenge, with plastics, chemicals, and industrial waste choking our oceans and ecosystems. The statistics are staggering. Over 8 million tons of plastic waste enter our oceans every year, harming marine life and contaminating the food chain. The environmental movement is a call to action, urging us to rethink our consumption habits and adopt sustainable practices. In the mid-19th century, the Industrial Revolution marked a significant turning point in human history, but it also brought about unprecedented environmental degradation. As factories belched smoke and pollutants, the natural world began to wither. This was the dawn of the environmental movement, with visionaries like Henry David Thoreau and John Muir sounding the alarm about humanity's destructive relationship with nature. The 1960s saw a significant surge in environmental activism, driven by Rachel Carson's groundbreaking book Silent Spring, which exposed the devastating effects of pesticides on ecosystems. This sparked a wave of public awareness and outrage, culminating in the formation of the Environmental Protection Agency in 1970. The EPA's creation was a landmark victory for the environmental movement, marking a shift towards government accountability for environmental stewardship. One pivotal moment that significantly influenced public awareness and action was the first Earth Day, celebrated on April 22, 1970. This nationwide protest saw millions of Americans take to the streets, demanding environmental action and awareness. Earth Day 1970 was a watershed moment, marking a shift in the national consciousness and paving the way for landmark legislation like the Clean Air Act and the Clean Water Act. The first Earth Day was more than just a symbolic gesture. It was a call to arms, mobilizing a generation of activists, scientists, and policymakers to work towards a common goal. The event's success can be attributed to the tireless efforts of pioneers like Gaylord Nelson and Dennis Hayes, who worked behind the scenes to orchestrate a national movement. In conclusion, the environmental movement is a complex, multifaceted phenomenon that has evolved over centuries. From its humble beginnings to the global force it is today, this movement has been shaped by courageous individuals, landmark events, and a growing awareness of our planet's plight. As we move forward, it's essential we continue to advocate for environmental justice, collective action, and sustainable living. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic in the comments below. If you're hungry for more in-depth insights, be sure to check out my video on sustainable living hacks for a more eco-friendly lifestyle.